The PGA Tour, long seen as the guardian of golf's traditions, has just swung a surprise drive, announcing plans to offer players equity ownership in a new for-profit entity. This isn't just a small tweak in the rules of the game, it's a game changer, a complete rewrite of the playbook. And who better to weigh in than Phil Mickelson, a legend who's never shy about speaking his mind. Phil's reaction? Well, let's just say he's as shocked as a golfer who just hit a hole-in-one. It's clear that Phil's got more to say, and today on Good Bogey Golf, we're diving deep into all aspects of this controversy. From covering the big deal to why Phil, who famously joined Live Golf, called this a change of philosophy, we'll also take a look at how this shift reflects the PGA Tour's past stance, which was anything but open to such ideas just a year prior. The tour, traditionally as immovable as a tree on the 18th fairway, is now bending with the winds of change. A leaked memo from the PGA Tour has brought to light the details of their new equity ownership offer to players. In the memo, PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan discussed the groundbreaking shift in the tour's approach. He wrote, "Tour management has designed a program that would align the interests of our members with commercial businesses of the tour via direct equity ownership in PGA Tour enterprises at the point we secure outside investment. This would be a unique offering in a professional sport as no other league grants its player members direct equity ownership in the league's businesses." Monahan further elaborated on the ongoing negotiations and the broader context of this decision, stating, "Progress has been deliberate given the complex nature of the potential agreement, and we will keep you apprised of the progress with continued input and direction from your player directors and player advisor, Colin Neville. Additionally, as you know, the framework agreement with the PIF and the DP World Tour generated unsolicited, although not surprising, interest from numerous outside potential investors." But why this sudden flexibility? It's not just about generosity, it's a strategic play in a high-stakes game with rapidly evolving rules. The memo reveals the PGA Tour's strategy to retain its top players and revolutionize the traditional player-league relationship in professional sports. The catalyst for this change? Enter Live Golf, the new kid on the block. Backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Live Golf and the DP World Tour have been shaking the foundations of professional golf, luring top players with money that makes even millionaires notice. These competitive leagues have disrupted the old guard and slowly watered down the PGA Tour. Before this competition arrived, it was undeniable that the PGA Tour hosted the best players around the world. This can no longer be said today, and it faced the threat of even more players vacating the tour. The PGA response? If you can't beat them, join them. By offering equity, the tour is playing a different kind of long game. It's not just about retaining players, it's about aligning their interests with the business. This is less about a generous spirit and more about a survival instinct in the face of a well-funded rival. The interesting part about this is that the tour is currently in negotiations working toward an investment agreement with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, which owns Live Golf and the DP World Tour. But last week, Tom Werner, chairman of Fenway Sports Group, confirmed that discussions have taken place with the PGA Tour. However, he refrained from providing specifics. Speculation has arisen that Fenway might present a proposal surpassing the bid made by the Saudis. So, what does this mean for the future of the PGA Tour and professional golf? On the surface, it's a revolutionary step. Players as stakeholders could inject fresh energy and ideas into the sport. But let's not get carried away just yet. Is this truly a new dawn? Or is it the old guard repackaging itself to maintain control? The PGA Tour, after all, isn't known for radical change with its old guard. This move could be seen as a calculated attempt to keep the status quo under the guise of progress. But let's not speculate. Instead, we can read what Phil Mickelson had to say about it. Now, if you love golf as much as we do, then here's your chance to be a part of the Good Bogey Golf community. Don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit that like button, share this recap with your golf buddies, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Now, let's return to the fairways and discuss Phil Mickelson's take on this announcement. Phil Mickelson, a name synonymous with golfing greatness and controversy, has once again stirred the pot with his reaction to the PGA Tour's equity announcement. In a tweet that cuts through the usual PR fluff, Mickelson says, "What an amazing change of philosophy in 2 years. If it's not 100% owned and controlled by the PGA Tour, it will be viewed as hostile." Ed Harley and Jay Monahan, October 30th, 2021. Thank you, Liv, PIF, His Excellency, and all the players willing to stand up to Jay's threats and disparagement to force positive change. This isn't just a casual tweet, it's a critique wrapped with gratitude and resentment. Mickelson's history with the PGA Tour has been anything but smooth sailing. Before jumping ship to Live Golf in a deal reportedly worth $200 million, he had openly criticized the PGA Tour's obnoxious greed, particularly targeting the issue of media rights and player empowerment. His comments to John Huggan in February 2022 painted a picture of a tour more interested in hoarding digital assets and profits than in the welfare of its players. Mickelson's tweet exposes their hypocrisy while also celebrating the fact it finally happened. His tweet also implies that the PGA's move is a direct response to the pressure applied by Live Golf and its backers. It's as if the PGA Tour, long the unchallenged ruler of professional golf, has finally felt the heat and is making concessions it once deemed unthinkable. Would these dynamics have occurred if some of the best players like Phil had never left? Chances are, likely not. Mickelson's stance raises critical questions about the future of golf. Is the PGA Tour's equity offer a genuine attempt at reform, or a strategic maneuver to retain its top players and status? Mickelson's take suggests that the latter might be closer to the truth. His comments also highlighted the growing influence of player power and external financial forces in shaping the sport's direction. The PGA Tour, once the unchallenged dominion of professional golf, now finds itself in a battle for relevance and control. Just 2 years ago, Jay Monahan was power tripping, not wanting to concede any part of the PGA Tour, and now he's jumping off the same boat he created. The timing and nature of the PGA Tour's announcement has also raised some eyebrows. It comes at a time when the tour is in the middle of a merger with Live Golf. Could they be trying to entice a new investor backing that would give them a leg up on Live? Or are they securing their future in a new frontier of golf, with several golf leagues now competing for attention? Some players seem to view it as a long overdue acknowledgement of their value, while others, like Phil, see it as too little too late, especially in light of the lucrative opportunities offered by Live Golf. When the first news broke in June 2023 that the PGA Tour would merge with Live, many players viewed the announcement of the merger as a betrayal. Mackenzie Hughes was one of the first, tweeting that he and the PGA originally never wanted to do anything with Live. Dylan Wu went as far as naming PGA Commissioner Jay Monahan and calling out his hypocrisy. He stated, "Tell me why Jay Monahan basically got a promotion to CEO of all of golf in the world by going back on everything he said in the past 2 years. The hypocrisy. Wish golf worked like that. I guess money always wins." Yes, it does, Dylan. It always does. Many of the PGA players will likely feel the same way if the deal goes through with the Saudis and not a different investment group. Fans, on the other hand, might appreciate the gesture but remain skeptical about the tour's motivation. As the dust settles on the PGA Tour's groundbreaking equity offer, the future of professional golf stands at a crossroads. This move, while potentially transformative, leaves lingering questions about the tour's motivations and its ability to adapt in an ever-evolving sports landscape. The impact of this decision will go beyond the fairways, influencing player loyalty, fan engagement, and the global perception of golf. Whether this marks a genuine shift towards a more inclusive and player-centric model remains to be seen. Ultimately, the true test will come when the dust settles and the players play on the greens. And that is another round of Good Bogey Golf. Golf for busy people, where we've got your back, keeping you in the loop no matter how tight your schedule is. Don't forget to swing that like button, share this video with your fellow golf enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for quick and easy golf updates. Remember, time may be short, but the game is long. Stay ahead of the curve with Good Bogey Golf. Thanks for watching, keep your eye on the ball, and we'll see you next time.